Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation, and release the rest to the universe. I ran away from you and this connection because it was just too intense, and I couldn't handle how I was feeling at that time. I was just not ready for a love so great. Are we ever ready for a love as great as the love that you share with your person? We can't prepare for that. We're not ready for that. It is just something that happens naturally and organically if we allow it to, if we don't slam on the brakes. But I feel that that's what your person did because it was too intense. It was overwhelming for them. So they did slam on the brakes. They shut down. They abandoned this connection. They denied what they were feeling and they ran away. And they have been silent. And I feel that that is the situation for many of you watching this reading today. The intensity of what they were feeling was overwhelming them. It was overpowering them. And so they tried to control what was happening in their heart by shutting down, by denying, by running away, by abandoning, and by being silent. Because they weren't ready for a love this powerful, this strong, this intense. And what this is telling us that, yes, their feelings for you are there, but those feelings have scared them. They've overwhelmed them. And they've been trying to find some sort of equilibrium within themselves so that they are ready to embrace the intensity of this connection and their feelings and their love and the chemistry and the passion and everything else that is here between the two of you, because they want to be ready for you and for this great big love that's here between the two of you. They can see that running away was not the solution. They thought that perhaps by shutting down, by running away, by being an ostrich and sticking their head in the sand, that their feelings were going to somehow diminish, to disappear, to go away. But that hasn't happened either, because in these kind of connections, the emotions and the intensity and the chemistry and the feelings don't go away. Because we are being called to a higher purpose. We are being called to a higher connection. And that is what your person is seeing. It's what they are understanding during this time they've been away from you. They know that it's time to stop running, though. They know that it's time to return because they have been getting ready for this great love that exists between the two of you. It is a powerful, intense love. It is a soul deep love, and you guys share this off the chart, insane, crazy chemistry as well. All of this passion, all of this emotion, all of these feelings, and your person wasn't ready for it. But as I already mentioned, we are never ready for a love this powerful, this great, this intense, this great big love that exists between the two of you. But they are getting ready for it. They are finding their balance, so that when they return, it's not going to overwhelm them, and they actually want to feel the intensity of this connection again, which is part of the reason they are working on themselves. I want you more than anything in this world, but I'm scared to take this leap of faith with you. Okay, so this person does want you. They are afraid of their feelings. Their feelings for you have overwhelmed them and scared them. And that is why they've shut down, and that is why they've run away, because it's all been so overpowering. And they thought that by shutting down and running away was a way that they could control what was happening. Now, was that the wise thing to do? Was that the adult thing to do? Why, no, of course it wasn't. They should have had an adult conversation with you about what they were feeling, about what they were going through, about why it was so intense and so overwhelming for them. And perhaps for some of you, they did share that with you. But then they still shut down and ran away because it is just so powerful. These connections are powerful. And when you each meet each other for the very first time, it's more so that you can be aware of each other's existence on the planet, so that you know that you are both here at the same time, because you have been traveling lifetimes with this person, of course, because you have a divine counterpart connection with them. Another reason why it's so intense and so powerful, why the chemistry is off the chart, why the love is so strong, intense, and deep as well. And that's also why your feelings for each other develop so quickly and so deeply. And Your person wants you and they want this connection, but they are afraid to take this leap of faith. They are getting more comfortable with how they feel about the intensity of this connection. They want to embrace this intense love. They ran away because they couldn't handle. I couldn't handle. They are getting better at being able to handle, because couldn't is could not, and that is past tense. But now we are coming into this next phase, this next stage of this journey with your person, where they are preparing to be ready for what they are feeling and what they are experiencing in their heart and in their soul. Yes, they have been afraid to take this leap of faith, but they're going to do it. They are going to trust in what they feel in their heart and in their soul. They are not going to be controlled by their fear any longer. Because this person does want to return, because they want you more than anything in this world. All they have to do is conquer their fear. Love and fear. Love and fear. Love wins over fear, because love is more powerful than fear. Love and fear can't exist in the same space. It is one or the other. And what this is saying is, I want you because I love you. And I have been fearful, but I am overriding and I am overcoming and I am battling that fear, because I want to be ready for this great big love that the two of us share with each other. Because this person wants you and they want this relationship, and they are working on themselves so they're no longer afraid or fearful of what they are feeling. I want to move on and let you go, but I just can't. Something keeps pulling me back to you. I feel that we have unfinished business to handle first. Well, of course you do have unfinished business to handle. You have a lot of unfinished business to handle with each other. It is not over. It is not completed for you and this person. There's many more chapters. The best chapters are coming, actually, guys. And this person says, I want to move on and let you go. Perhaps they have tried to move on. Perhaps they've tried to fill their life with activities and things to keep them occupied and keep them busy, to keep them distracted, so that they can try to shut off these thoughts of you, to shut off these memories of you and these feelings that they have for you. But I just can't turn it off, is the next part of this sentence. They can't turn it off, just like you can't turn it off. Something keeps pulling me back to you. Well, of course, that is because you magnetize each other. That is because your souls are calling out to each other and holding you in space for each other so that you can get your acts together and come back. And those souls are pulling towards each other to try and bring you into union in the 3D reality, not just in the 5D space. But your person realizes that there is more to come in this connection with you. I feel we have unfinished business to handle. Yes, you do. You have a lot of business, actually. There is a love destiny that needs to unfold between the two of you that you guys haven't even begun to consider, to think about, to tap the surface of. Your person knows there is more. They know that there is a reason why they can't move on from you. And it's not just because they can't. It truly is because they don't want to. They have been preparing for this ever since they met you. That was the turning point. Meeting you was their clue. It was their click. It was their initiation point, basically telling them, okay, this is it. It's time to get prepared. It's time to start getting ready. This is the one. You're not ready now, but you have to get ready. What are you going to do? Kind of those conversations between your person and their soul. And I feel this person has been listening to their soul and following that inner guidance that the divine is sharing with them, giving them the encouragement, giving them the insight and the wisdom that they need so that they can no longer be fearful of what they're feeling. It really is about just letting go and trusting, kind of like in Star Wars. Trust in the Force, Luke. And that is what your person has to do here, is trust in this force that they feel, in this love that they feel between the two of you. This person doesn't know if you were going to abandon them, reject them, deny that your feelings for them. Of course, they know now because they have a much greater understanding and awareness of this connection and why you are in each other's lives, because they know there's unfinished business. But this person, They are doing things as quickly and as efficiently as they can because they don't want to be without you. They don't want to ruin this opportunity, this chance to be with you. And although they are scared to take this leap of faith, they're going to take it, and they're going to take that plunge, and they're going to jump in with both feet because they are coming back, because they know that there is a reason why you are in each other's lives. And that is because there is a destiny unfolding between the two of you. You haven't even begun that part of this journey yet, but let's see what else. I'm afraid of going all in with you and then losing myself in this relationship. Fear is holding me back. Okay, but they're going to go all in. Their fear. I'm afraid to take this leap of faith. Fear is holding me back, but love is more powerful than fear. Love is going to win over all of this because this person is not going to want to be without you. This person has deep feelings of love for you that we established very early on in the reading because they couldn't handle what they were feeling at that time. That was then. They're getting more comfortable with their feelings. They're finding more balance and harmony with the intensity of this love, of this passion, of this desire, and this chemistry that is here between the two of you. And that is what they've needed to do, to stay in that place of equilibrium, to stay in that place of balance. Because then they won't be afraid of losing themselves in this relationship. And losing themselves in this relationship, or the fear of losing themselves in this relationship, has what's caused them to slam on the brakes. Not tap them on as they should have and had a conversation with you about what they were feeling and going through, but slam on the brakes, stick their head in the sand, run away, deny the connection, say it was all in your head, disappear, play the ghosting role, being that ghost, being in this place of no contact and silence, but yet through all of it, the love for you is still there. They can't shut that off. They can't turn it off. They thought that perhaps by running, they could. But that hasn't happened because, as I already mentioned, that is not how these connections work. Because you have this contract, this soul blueprint with this person to experience this love destiny with each other for this lifetime. And it hasn't even begun to happen for many of you that are watching this reading today. So fear is going to be gone. Their illusions and all of those other things are going to be gone because this person is going to let go and let God and surrender and have faith in what they are feeling in their heart and in their soul, and take this leap of faith and jump in with both feet and go for it. Your person will be able to do it because something is pulling them back to you, which is your soul and their soul, bringing the two of you into union in the 3D space, in this 3D reality where we live. But let's see what else. What else is coming through for this message today, please? What does the collective need to hear? I'm constantly thinking and dreaming about you. Well, of course. Aren't you constantly thinking and dreaming about your person? I'm constantly thinking and dreaming about you. You are everywhere and always there. It's like you put a spell on me. This is all so strange. Okay, this card comes up periodically, and every time it comes up, I always have to jump in and say this, and so I'm going to say it now at the risk of sounding repetitive for those of you that have seen this card before. Your person knows that you have not put a spell on them. That is not what this is about. It is about the connection. It is about the chemistry that is between the two of you. It is about your intuition. It is about the empathy and the telepathy that you share with each other. This person knows you haven't gone to Madame Voodoo or Hoodoo or whoever and put a spell on them. It is just the magic of this connection. It is the chemistry that exists between the two of you. It is your souls screaming out to each other to come into union in the 3D world. But your person is constantly thinking and dreaming about you, and you are constantly probably thinking and dreaming about them as well. You are everywhere and always there. Your person sometimes feels as if you are sitting next to them. Sometimes they can see your energy out of the corner of their eye. They see something that looks like you out of the corner of their eye, in shadow perhaps, or in light. And it's just your essence. It's just the energy of who you are. They're getting signs and synchronicities from the universe about you as well, perhaps seeing your name, your initials, your birthday, the date of your anniversary, something else that is very significant and special to the two of you. Perhaps they're hearing songs, your favorite song as a couple, playing on the radio when they're out and about, when they're going out and doing things, in the grocery store, in the gym, wherever they are. Constant reminders of your energy, of your presence in their life. But seeing your image out of the corner of their eye at times, as if you are in the room with them, feeling you brush by them, behind them, as if you walk behind them when they are sitting on the sofa or when they are sitting at the kitchen table. Your person feels your energy all the time, which is why they say you are everywhere and always there. Your person can't get away from your energy. They can't get away from your essence. And that is your souls in communication with each other, urging you to union in this 3D space as well. But I really feel that this person's going to get past all of their fears, their insecurities, their abandonment issues, their rejection fears and phobias and everything else, because the love that they feel for you is powerful and more powerful than their fear. It's just taking them a little bit of time to sort that out, but they will. So let's see what else is coming through. We'll use some tarot cards now and see what else Spirit is sharing with the collective. What do we need to hear, please? What does Spirit want to reveal? What do we need to know? Well, this is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords tells us a couple of things here. The Four of Swords, well, of course, it comes with number 4. Number 4, right out of the gate, with the tarot portion of the reading. Who out there is seeing number 4s? They are everywhere and always there. It's like the number 4s put a spell on all of us. It actually is so strange. Okay, guys, I was being funny there in a way, but it is. The number 4 is chasing all of us. So the Four of Swords, well, this is about your person at the moment being in this place of silence. They are retreated away. There is not communication happening for many of you that are watching this reading, but they are working on themselves. The Four of Swords is a card of healing. It is a card that tells us your person is doing a lot of inner work. They are spending time in self-reflection. They are looking within. They are digging deep, doing a lot of soul searching to identify their fears and why they ran away and why they are afraid and why they have felt overwhelmed. Of course, you probably felt overwhelmed as well, because who is ready for the intensity of this connection? No one's ready for it, and it hits everybody the same way, like a lightning strike coming at you from God or from the thunder god Thor. All of a sudden, boom, what is happening to me? I've never felt anything like this before, but this is intense. It is overwhelming. But in this Four of Swords space, this is about your person being able to find peace with it, being able to heal those things that have held them back, their fears, their insecurities, their doubts, their lack of confidence, and everything else, so that they can be ready for this great big love that is here between the two of you. And let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What does Spirit want to share? Well, this is Justice. Justice is about balance. So I do feel, first of all, your person is going to be able to find that balance within them, to no longer be fearful, to no longer be afraid. But justice is about equal give and take, and your person wanting to give back to you so much more. You have been so very kind, loving, giving, compassionate, understanding, patient, generous with this person. And perhaps they were with you at one point, perhaps in the very beginning. Perhaps they were always consistent in giving to you. But for some of you, I do feel that this person started taking you for granted, taking advantage of your kindness, your generosity, your sweetness, your patience, your love, your support, and everything else. And perhaps for some of you, they just took advantage of you, but that is not going to be how it is when this person returns. It's going to be very different. There's going to be a balance, a tranquility, and a harmony in this connection because your person is finding those things within themselves now, which is going to allow them to no longer be fearful, to no longer be scared of these intense emotions, of these powerful feelings, no longer being overwhelmed by them, but being embraced by those feelings, but also embracing them themselves. No longer running away. This is about them returning. This is about them as well, though, doing their fair share. In this connection, as you move forward together, Justice tells us there is unfinished business between you, because this is about your soul contract that you share with this person for the life lessons and experiences that you are each individually having right now, but also as part of this love destiny that is here between the two of you that still needs to be explored. That's going to be the fun part. That's going to be the magical part. That's going to be the icing on the cake. And as that starts to happen, you will understand why this time away from each other, as horrible, as difficult, as heartbreaking and heart-wrenching as it is, you will understand why this time has been so very important, because your person will be different. They will no longer be afraid. They will no longer be fearful. They will no longer be overwhelmed by these intense feelings, chemistry, passion, desire, and love that they've been feeling. They will welcome it. They will want it. They will desire it, as they will also desire you. Now, Justice is ruled by Libra, but you don't have to be any of the signs that I mentioned for this reading today. It is a collective reading and it is for everyone. It's more important that we consider the overall message that Spirit is sharing with the collective. And today I feel that this message is about your person being afraid of their feelings, afraid of how intense this connection is, and feeling extremely overwhelmed by all of it because they weren't ready. But you weren't ready either. But I feel that you were more equipped to handle the intensity of what was happening between you, and they weren't. But they should have had adult conversations about that with you, because that's what adults do when they are dating or in relationships. They share those things with each other, and they couldn't do that because they didn't have the emotional maturity, so they just shut down, bailed, ran away, stuck their head in the sand. But they see that that was not the right approach either. And you will get this beautiful explanation and apology from this person as they return as a result of this Justice card being here. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Hermit. The Hermit is a card that tells us your person is in a place of retreat. They are looking within. They are in that hermit cave and they are spending a lot of time in contemplation, very much supporting this Four of Swords, actually. This is where your person grows, evolves, and changes. This is where the transformation happens. Now, it also tells us that your person is in this self-imposed isolation right now. And that is something that they brought upon themselves, shutting down, running away, being silent, being distant, not talking, ghosting, running. You guys know because you're experiencing it yourselves. But they know as well that they need to come out of hiding. They need to come out of this cave. They need to start coming towards you. But right now they are very much in healing space. They are in this healing moment where they are releasing all of these things. They are getting rid of their fears, their insecurities, the interference, the blockages, the obstacles, the doubts, old emotional wounds and baggage. They are getting rid of all of those illusions that they have believed in, that they've listened to, that they have had weight in, or kind of like that have weighted them down as well, actually. You know, listening to those voices in your head that say you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough. You start to believe that after a while, and that, I feel, is what has happened for this person. They're going to find out what you're really like. And once they find out the real you, they're not going to like you anymore, and they're going to abandon you. They're going to leave you. They're going to not love you anymore. And these voices that play in your person's head is an old soundtrack that's very outdated, and it's time for it to go. But with the energy of the Four of Swords and the Hermit, your person is letting it go because it's part of their soul blueprint for this lifetime that comes with this Justice card to get rid of that crap and no longer listen to it. Bye-bye, all of that nonsense, so that they can be free and clear to embrace this love and no longer be afraid of it. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo, but let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to know? Well, this is the Star. The Star is a card of hope. The Star asks us to remain hopeful and optimistic, regardless of what we are going through, because there's always reason to be hopeful, and there is reason to be optimistic that this person is going to get their act together, because that is what the Four of Swords and the Hermit is about. Well, and the Justice card, actually. The Star is ruled by Aquarius. But the Star is also a card of healing. That's 3 out of 4 tarot cards about healing, about your person releasing things that are holding them back, about them getting rid of all of their stuff, their luggage, their baggage, their fears, their insecurities, their doubts, those old wounds that they have been carrying around with them for a very long time. It is time for all of that to go, because that as well is what the Star is about. Listening to divine guidance, listening to our intuition. Your person knows they should have gotten rid of this stuff a long time ago. It's just that you were powerful enough to show them through your love, through your light, through your essence, through this energy that is here between the two of you, that it is truly time for them to let it go. So yes, you have been this tremendous catalyst for change in this person's life. But as well, the Star tells us, most importantly, that you are the one. And they have always known that you are the one. That intense feeling, those intense emotions, that click, that spark, that whatever they felt at that first time the two of you met, they knew in that moment that you were the one. They just weren't ready for you, for the magnitude that is you, for the beauty and the power that is you, for the passion and the chemistry and the love that is you. So they are working on that stuff within them so that they can embrace the power and the beauty of this love and of this connection that you share with each other. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What does Spirit want to share? And this is the Sun. Here comes the Sun. Do-do-do-do. You are the sunshine in this person's life. After all of these difficulties, after all of their fears, their insecurities, their self-doubt, their illusions, the problems that they created, the disconnect that they created between the two of you, the storms, the self-sabotage, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, everything that we go through in our lifetimes, that is a difficulty. The sun always comes out and shines again, and that is what we can depend on. But the sun is also about the growth and the healing that is happening for each of you individually while you are in this disconnected space in the 3D world from each other. So that when you come back together, you are both ready to embrace the power that is this connection. Because the Sun tells us that there is so much love, there is an abundance of love, that there is joy, that there is celebration, that there is prosperity, that there is abundance, that there is so much better coming than where it currently stands, because the Sun is also a card of hope and remaining optimistic and knowing that things are going to change for the better, because that is what the Sun is all about. The Sun comes out and shines again. It rises every morning. It sets every evening. And that is something that we can depend on. But we can also depend that the Sun will help us grow, like it helps the flowers and the trees and the plants and the grass grow. But this is also about your person wanting to return to the light and to the warmth of this love with you. This person doesn't want to be without you. Yes, they are in this place of isolation at the moment in this hermit cave, or standing on top of this really cool round stone, But they know it's time to come out of isolation and return to you, to the light, to the power, to this love and to this connection that they have been afraid of. But they are healing their need to be fearful, and they want to come out and embrace this love and embrace you and get moving and grooving again, because the sun is also ultimately about partnership with your person and your person desiring and wanting this partnership with you, confirming that there is a divine counterpart connection for you and this person, the Justice card and the Sun as well, as the two of you work your way towards union with one another for this lifetime. But we will grab some oracle cards now and see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with a collective today, please. What do we need to hear? Willing release, and we have beautiful dandelions. And beautiful dandelions are all about blowing those away and making a wish. We also have a beautiful little butterfly there to symbolize transformation and change. It's interesting that this willing release card comes up today. Now, it comes with number 49. That can be April 9th. It can be September 4th. It can be the number 49, obviously, but it can be the number 13. So it can be the 13th of the month. It can be 13 itself, but 1 plus 3 equals 4. So it can be the number 4. So it can be the 4th of the month, and it can be April, number 4. There we go again, all about stability. But that's important, I feel, because your person is finding their stability so that they're no longer fearful, so they're no longer afraid, because this willing release is about them surrendering and letting go. No longer trying to control what happens, no longer tapping the brakes or slamming on the brakes, no longer being fearful or afraid, no longer running away or shutting down, but just going with the flow and allowing things between you to develop naturally, organically, the way that they have been intended to unfold and develop between the two of you. Willing release is about surrender, letting go, letting God, trusting what they feel in their heart, knowing that you are the one, no longer being afraid of that, but wanting to embrace that and embrace this light that is you, this love that is you, that comes with the Sun card as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with us? Amplify your positive emotions. This card comes with number 7. Here we have a cute little fairy, or perhaps it's a little girl dressed as a fairy in this little pond here with beautiful gossamer fairy wings in this beautiful little forest area. Amplify your positive emotions. Positive emotions. Okay, let's talk about that for a moment. The positive emotions are love, joy, happiness, abundance. The negative emotions are fear, doubt, insecurities. So, amplify your positive emotions. This is about your person amplifying their positive emotions, telling us that yes, love is overcoming their fear, that they're no longer going to be overwhelmed and fearful about the love that they feel for you, because they are amplifying their positive emotions. I think I got that right. That was a message coming in from Spirit. Amplify your positive emotions. Stay positive as well. Stay in that spot Stay positive as well, and stay in that positive space. Although it's really hard, you guys, because you miss your person. But try and stay in that positive space and amplify your positive emotions. Love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, compassion. Those aren't emotions, but you guys get the drift here. This card comes with number 7. It can be the 7th of the month. It can be July, but 7 is change. Change with a purpose, and there are changes coming into this connection because your person is letting go of fear and embracing love. But let's see what else is coming through, please. What do we need to hear? Inner truths. This card comes with number 16. Now, this actually reminds me of the Hermit in a way, the traditional Hermit card, although this one is really cool on that cool looking stone donut thing there. Inner truths. Your person being able to see the truth. Your person embracing their inner truth and seeing and understanding now so much more about themselves, but also about you. They've needed to see their inner truths because that's what's allowing them to amplify their positive emotions and kick that fear monster all the way down to the end of the street and into the gutter. No longer listening to that stuff, getting rid of it all the way. Bye-bye. Because it doesn't belong here in this connection, and it certainly doesn't belong in this person's life either. And you don't want to be part of it again. That's why they're getting rid of it. But this inner truths card comes with number 16. That can be January 6th. It can be June 1st. It can be the number 7. Again, so double sevens here, if anyone resonates with double sevens. Although that can be 14, which comes to number 5. So number 5 again, more change. Change is coming in this connection with your person. I have no doubt. It's just that they are having to embrace the power of who they are. They are having to embrace the love and get rid of fear. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What does Spirit want to share? Insecure. I feel insecure about you. You treat me better than I have ever been treated. I really do want you, but I am still struggling with my fears. I feel like I am not good enough for you. It's my own insecurity that is holding me back. Insecurity is an illusion, and that is going to be kicked down the street along with those old emotional wounds and that other baggage that this person has been dragging around with them for a very long time because it doesn't belong in this connection. And it doesn't belong in this person's life anymore. These are things that this person has had in their baggage for a very long time. And it is time to get rid of it so that they can willingly release all of that stuff so that they can embrace these positive emotions for you, and the two of you can get moving and grooving because this person knows that you are the one for them. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Open. Well, this is about opening up. I'm getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's true, unconditional, and everlasting love. I want you to know I'm trying to open up, but it's hard for me to put my feelings into words. But I will do it because I know you need to hear them. So I feel that this person is going to overcome their fears, their insecurities, their lack of confidence, their doubts, their inability to be emotionally expressive and vulnerable, because this person wants this connection with you. They don't want to give up on you. They are surrendering to all of this, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to you, surrendering to this connection, because this person wants this relationship. They can't let you go. Something is holding them in place, and that is your souls, speaking out to each other all of the time in constant communication, saying, now is time to act. Now is the time to follow through. Now would be a good time. Let's get moving. Let's get grooving. It is time for us to come together. But your person is working through all of these things. It is in their own time. And they are working through it as quickly and as efficiently as they can. But these are big things that this person is overcoming. Overcoming fears, overcoming a wounded inner child, getting rid of emotional baggage that someone has carried with them for a long time. You can't just snap your fingers and make that go away. Now, I understand that many of you are definitely aware of that, if not all of you, but that is why it's taking this person as long as it has, and you have been so very patient with them already because you love them unconditionally. But this person does not want to give up. And based on the cards that we have on the table, especially with the star and the sun coming side by side, that is about your person hoping and praying that you are not giving up on them either. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Intensity. Our connection is so intense, and sometimes that scares me. My feelings for you overwhelm me sometimes. Please reassure me by taking things slowly and patiently. Well, my goodness, you are so very patient with them. This will help me feel comfortable with the changes that are happening. Yes, this intensity is what this person has been afraid of. And things will go very quickly in these connections when you first meet one another, because it's like your souls are recognizing each other from another time and place. And it's like, woohoo, party time, let's rock and roll, let's get moving and grooving here. And that is literally what the souls do when they first encounter each other for the very first time. And this is very much what your person is saying. I want to get moving and grooving. This connection is so intense. And it was so intense from the minute we first met, because I fell in love with you in that moment. And I wasn't ready for this great big love. And so I ran away. But I am working my way back towards you so that I can open up and show up and tell you how I feel about you and how I want this relationship for us to move forward. Because I'm not giving up on us. I'm not giving up on love. And I am hoping that you are not giving up on me. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? Well, this is hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. Well, I do feel that your person has hope, and that has been all over this reading with the star, with the sun. Those are cards of hope, being optimistic, having faith. Your person wants to successfully overcome their challenges. This is about them successfully overcoming and defeating their fears, their illusions, and everything else, their insecurities, their doubts. It is also about them being able to open up and tell you how they feel about you, no longer being afraid of being vulnerable, but being open, because this person does not want to give up on you. They do not want to give up on this connection, and they are hoping and praying that you are not giving up on them either, because they want to make a difference, and they will be different when they return. You will see a different energy in this person, actually, by the way they treat you, the way they speak to you, the way they are with you. You will see this tremendous transformation in them. Harmony. Well, this is all about balance, peace, and happiness, and your person wanting that balance, peace, and happiness with you. Because this person believes the two of you belong together. They always have. They were just afraid of what they were feeling. The love that they felt for you burst their heart open when the two of you first met. They weren't ready for that. You weren't ready for it either. But we never are ready for great big love. That is the point. What matters is how we handle it after that first meeting. And for many of you, this person handled it okay, and then they started to not handle it okay, because as it all became a reality and they could see what was happening, they shut down and they ran away. Because their feelings and their emotions and the intensity of the passion and the chemistry and how quickly feelings developed, it was overwhelming for them. But out of 5 tarot cards that are in this reading today, 4 of them are about healing and growth and transformation and change, but also your person wanting this connection, your person wanting this love, your person knowing that there's unfinished business between the two of you, and that there is so much more in this love destiny to be explored and shared with each other. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.